Arthur LeBlanc here with Las Vegas News Blog. We're over at Planet Hollywood inside Caesar's Palace, and we had the great opportunity to see Jeff Civillico's comedy in action. Hey, Jeff, how are you doing today?
How's it going, Robbie? I'm doing great.
All right, awesome. You know what, Jeff? I guess we met over at NSA a few years ago. I saw you play. You did a little vignette during a Christmas party, and I have to tell you, when we came the other night, me and my friends, I was blown away.
Thank you.
Tell me a little bit about your background. Did you start off as what is your background, Jeff?
Well, I definitely started off as a juggler first. As a kid, I was just obsessed with juggling. I think it was kind of the ultimate combination of arts and sports because I was kind of all across the board, just spazzy. You know, I did all the sports growing up, but I also played saxophone in the band. I sang in the choir. I did all the plays. When I found juggling, it was this great kind of mix of the athletic coordination of sports, but also the ability to play and to explore, to create routines, the artistic side as well. So I've been juggling since I was really 11 years old when I really got into it.
Okay, so at what point, when did you start doing this as a profession? How long have you been doing this professionally?
Well, my first, I was street performing, I should say that first. At 15, I used to do street performing jobs during the summer in Baltimore. I'm from Philadelphia, but my brother John would drive me from Philadelphia. I couldn't drive at 15, down to Baltimore, and I used to street perform all day there at the Inner Harbor, and then we would split the pot 50-50, right down the middle. So very close with my family, my brothers were very supportive of me. That was really my first paid regular gig. Actually being hired by a company, my first gig was Busch Gardens in Williamsburg. I was hired as a street juggler for 2 summers at age 16 and 17.
And I also know you did some things down in Disney.
I did, yes. After college, I moved down to Orlando. Love Disney. Big fan of Disney Cruise Line specifically. I found a really great home there on board Disney Cruise Line. I used to kind of fly back on and off the ships in the islands, Virgin Islands there for a year or two right after school. I home based at Disney. I used to do corporate events, work at downtown Disney, the Boardwalk Resort. Just so much work there, and so many performers. Great community of people there.
All right, cool. So now I also know you got a couple shows happening here. I know you're working on the strip over at the Flamingo.
Yep.
Tell me about that show.
Yeah, I've been really fortunate to connect with Nathan Burton. He's a great guy, fantastic performer. 4 p.m. show, 6 days a week there at Flamingo. Comedy magic. It's family friendly. It's just a great fit for my brand. I do kind of a guest set, I guess you could call it, in Nathan's show, about 15-20 minutes. And it's great. I get to work the big room, the main Donnie and Murray showroom. Fantastic venue to showcase. And then I get to come over to my own show here at Planet Hollywood restaurant for 7:30. It's about 100 people. So it's kind of that the contrast. I get the big room and also the intimate comedy club feel.
And so tell me, when we came with our friends the other day, the guy was like, one of my friends was saying he was kind of blown away at what you were doing, and I just said to him, Jeff's got, your show is high, it's quick pace, bang, 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 bang. Yeah. 45 minutes of nonstop, comedy, high intensity, high energy. Man, you are moving, but it takes, you've done. Well, tell me a little bit about your show here. We'll talk about that.
You know what? I think Bam 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 describes it pretty well. I don't ever want to be bored, and I've always really subscribed to the belief that if I'm having fun on stage, the audience is having fun. So I just make sure I'm having fun. If my routines are getting stale, I switch them up. Seinfeld always says, great crowds help you experiment, and bad crowds help you edit. And that's really how I try to live by. If it's a tough crowd, a small crowd, tough room, tough venue, I just do my A material, the stuff I know that works. So I kind of get by and get through it, and I learn what the really good, pieces of my show are, what the real meat and potatoes of the show is. Great crowds though here, I just play. I have a great time. I kind of let the audience drive it. I just kind of feel like I'm guiding the ship. Especially with the volunteers on stage. I'm blown away. No matter how many shows I do, still every night something different happens. A volunteer has a moment, creates a moment on stage I've never even heard of and ever seen. I think that's brilliant. These people are funnier than me. I'm just the captain here, just driving the ship. All
right, so if people want more information about, what's the best way for them to get a hold of you to find out more about your shows?
Everything. My show here, my dinner show, corporate programs, my information on my nonprofit, everything you can find at jeffcivillico.com. It's JEFFCIVILLICO.com.
All right.
It's the best way to go.
All right, keep rocking them. Have a great day, Jeff.
Thanks, Rob.